when you get calls in the middle of a recording. So, all right, so I understand burnout. I've been burned out multiple times, and I realize that being burnt out is a challenge and a problem that originates with a poor and faulty foundation, and that foundation is research. So there is an investor in my local market. I have total respect for them, and this is not a bash on them at all. Damn, I'm getting like text messages, phone calls. I've got like everything. I'm using this as a learning experience or a learning tool for them if they decide to watch it or not. Anyway, today I received this mailer right here. I'm going to cover their name. You can see it says Dorman Family Trust. Maybe you can't. Maybe it's backwards because I'm using the selfie whatever mode, whatever. So anyway, I own a property, and it is in the address of the streets on Dorman Avenue. And my properties, I put them in land trust. I just put Dorman Family Trust. And I'm listed on here as the trustee. And this is what boggles my mind. I'm the trustee on this property. So Dorman Family Trust, Ryan Nickel is the trustee of the Dorman Family Trust. So it's totally just blows my mind. So let me see what I can do. Because it's not about this particular investor, it's about the fact that this property is a property that I own, or the trust owns actually. But anyway, it just says, hey, I saw in public records that you're having a hard time. It's a decent letter. There's nothing wrong with this letter. It says, hey, I know you're having a hard time. I can help you understand, we've gone through hard times too. All this stuff, and it's nice. And they have their name at the very beginning at the top here, and they have a little picture of them and their family, and it's very personalized. Totally good, good marketing tool. However, I was talking to this investor, it was just yesterday, and they mentioned to me, like, hey, do you have any deals that you're looking to wholesale? I'm getting burnt out on my marketing. I've been marketing and marketing and marketing, and I have had very few successes, if any at all. And I'm just getting burnt out, and I think it's just time for me to turn and look at just running with a property from another wholesaler instead of trying to find it myself. And I'm like, I totally get it. I understand that. And then this comes today, and I'm like, okay, I can understand why you're getting burnt out. Not that, she's mailing to every other investor out there, but the fact of the matter is that first when I saw this, I'm like, okay, I know exactly who this is when I saw the return address. I thought, okay, you know what, it's handwritten. Maybe this is only handwritten, but everything else must not be. The letter, yeah, was printed out, but it's this person's signature, and so clearly they're doing their own research. They're not outsourcing this, but it's like, come on. When you did your research on who owned the property, you see my name right there. It says Ryan Nickel, trustee to the Dorman Family Trust. You know what? You're getting burned out because you're not doing proper research. Do the right research and you'll avoid the burnout. You'll have less returns. You'll have less people not calling you back because you got to do the research right the first time. That's the whole problem. And so I totally get where this person's coming from, where this investor is coming from. They're frustrated because they're not getting any kind of return on their marketing. Well, the problem is not the marketing. The marketing is fine. It's the research that goes into the marketing. Where are you pulling this list from? And if you're doing it yourself, damn it, look at who owns the property. You know me. You know this is my property. Why would you market this to me? I'm not going to sell it to you. This is my property. We're friends. And it's like, come on. So if you want to avoid burnout, it starts with proper research. And so, and I learned this too with some of my properties. I was going and I was buying properties subject to. I was buying properties that were in ghetto war zones that I had to start putting a lot of cash into. I'm like, crap. I was super excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting property after property. I'm taking these properties down. And then I started to dish out cash. And I'm like, oh, this is getting uncomfortable. $2,000, $4,000, $5,000, $22,000. Cumulatively, all of these properties. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm getting burnt out here. I'm not making enough money. I'm just cash flowing these a little bit, a couple $100 a month, and yet I'm 20 grand out the back door here. I was getting burnt out. I was like, man, I got to rethink my business model here. The problem wasn't so much the business model, it was my marketing. It was my strategy going into it with my research. It starts with the research. For me, I was going after these low-end properties because I figured, well, these would be easy to pick up. These people don't even want these properties. They're abandoned. They're you know, all boarded up and all this stuff. That was my problem. Once I changed my research and I went after higher-end properties, that all went away. I walk into a property, no money out of pocket to fix them up because they're already fixed up. So it started with my research. I was going after the wrong properties because I was researching the wrong properties. Once I changed my research, who I was going to go after, I didn't make rookie mistakes like this. Now, again, like I said, when this investor watches this video, hey, this is a learning experience, nothing personal. Once you fix that, once you stop marketing to people that are not even remotely interested in selling, your response rate will go up tremendously. If you're having challenges right now with your marketing, the reality is that chances are you're marketing to the wrong people. You need to step up your game on research. It's not just a matter of throwing out as many postcards or letters as you possibly can to see who's going to stick. You got to actually do some research and find that crack in the market and then go after it with all you got. But until you do the research, you don't know where that crack is at. All right, so that's tip number 4 coming at you. I'm Ryan Nickel. Peace.